where I feature my favorite crochet patterns. In today's video, I'm going to show you how to make roses. Now, I like to sew my roses together and put a leaf on them, which this, by the way, this leaf was my last video. So I like to sew these two together, and then I like to put them on my elephant. And this pattern is going to be coming very soon to my YouTube channel and my blog and my pattern shop. And so stay tuned for that. But anyway, today's video is going to be how to make these roses. So let's get started. Alright, so the supplies that you'll need today are a 3.5mm crochet hook and a 4.5mm crochet hook. You'll need some scissors, of course. You'll need a darning needle just to sew your roses together and weave in the ends, of course. You'll need a leaf if you want to do what I'm going to do with it, so I'll show you that in just a second. But you'll need a leaf if you want to make what I like to call a rosette. And then you'll need some yarn. I'm using purples today, although before I've used pinks or whatever color you want to choose. I'm going to use this light purple and this dark pink. I am just using up some of my scraps with this project, but I'll leave some of my favorite yarns down below in the description box. So let's get started. First, let me show you real quick what I do with my roses, and then I will show you how to make it. So this is what I do with my roses normally. This is my elephant pattern, if you can't tell. So this is the head, and I just like to put purple roses on it. And so, but you could also do pink. I've done pink before too. So that's why I like to use a leaf, and I showed you how to make a leaf in my last video, so you can go check that out to see how I made this leaf. Alright, so let's begin now. I'm going to leave this leaf to the side for a bit. What I'm going to do is I'm going to grab my 4.5mm crochet hook and my dark purple to begin with, and I'm going to make a a slip knot. I'm going to make a slip knot. What you're going to do that is you're going to put the yarn at the base of your pinky, and then you're going to take this and wrap it around your finger twice. You're going to take the back loop, bring it up and over, and then now you're going to take the new back loop and bring it up and over and down. And tighten, and then just put the loop on your hook. I'm going to bring this closer real quick so that you guys can see it better. Okay, so now what you're going to do is you're going to chain 20. So yarn over and pull through 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, and 20. What you just do to make a chain is just yarn over and pull through. So that's 20. And now what you're going to do is you're going to single crochet in the second chain from your hook. So the loop on your hook does not count as a chain. You can see here's the first chain right there, the V. If you look for the V, you'll see it. So this is the first chain. You're not going to go into that. You're going to go into the second chain. It's a little hard to show on camera, but you'll be able to see it when you're working with your own chains. So insert, yarn over, pull through, yarn over, pull through 2. That's what you do to make a single crochet. Now what you're going to do is you're going to yarn over and pull, you're going to chain 2. So you're going to yarn over, pull through, yarn over, pull through. And then you're going to single crochet in, you're going to skip a chain, and then you're going to single crochet in the chain after the chain. So let me show you. I'm having trouble with my words today, so let me show you what I mean. So here's the first single crochet, and here's the next one. You're going to skip this one and you're going to go into the one after it. So here's the next V after the one we're skipping. You're going to insert, yarn over, pull through, yarn over, pull through 2. Now you're going to chain 2, skip a chain, and single crochet into the chain after the one that you skipped. So you're just going to do that, chain 2, skip a chain, go into the next chain in each of the stitches across. So just chain 2, and I'll meet you back once you are done with row number 1. Alright, I just finished the last chain space thing that you do, and you should end up with the single crochet into the last chain, so you shouldn't have any like leftover chains. So now what you're going to do is you're going to chain 1, you're going to turn your work, and now we're going to make the petals into these chain spaces that we just made. So let me show you. So like here, for example, here's one petal, here is the second petal, and then you can see you just wind them up in the end. So keep this in mind as we work with this. So what you're going to do now is you're going to half double crochet into the first chain space. Now I'm pushing my finger through it so that you guys can see it a little better, but you're just going to work into there. It's going to be a pretty big chain space that should be pretty visible. So you're going to make a half double crochet, so yarn over, insert into the chain space, yarn over, pull through, yarn over, pull through all 3 loops on your hook. Now you're going to double crochet 5 into this chain space. So yarn over, insert, yarn over, pull through, yarn over, pull through 2, yarn over, pull through 2. And you're going to do that 4 more times, so a total of 5 double crochets. 2, 3, 4, and 5, and it will be a little bit tight to get all of them into this one chain space, but it's doable. Okay, so I just did 5 double crochets into this one chain space. Now what you're going to do is you're going to half double crochet into the same chain space, and then now you're done with your first petal. So that's what your petal should look like. And now what you're going to do is you're going to do this exact same thing that you just did for the first petal in the next 3 chain spaces. So a total of 4 times. So that 1, 2, 3, and 4. So half double crochet 1, double crochet 5, and then half double crochet 1. And you're going to do that in the next 3 chain spaces. So a total of 4 times. So I'll meet you back once you're done with that. Alright, I just finished my first 4 petals, and you can see that it's starting to want to curl on me, which is perfectly fine. Now what you're going to do is you're going to, for the next 3 chain spaces, you're going to half double crochet 4, and then half double crochet. So we're doing 1 less double crochet into the next 3 chain spaces. So yarn over, insert, yarn over, pull through, yarn over, pull through all 3 loops. That's a half double crochet. Now you're going to double crochet 4, 1, 2, 3, and 4, and then you're going to I just like to kind of move the stitches over so that I can get a last half double crochet into that chain space. And then you're just going to do that 2 more times, so a total of 3 times. And I'll meet you back once again when you are done with this. Alright, I just did 3 petals that were the half double crochet 4, and then half double crochet into the 1 chain space. And now you should have 2 chain spaces left. And so what you're going to do into the last 2 is you're going to half double crochet 3, and then half double crochet into each chain space. So yarn over, insert, yarn over, pull through, You're gonna pull through all 3 loops, I mean. Then you're going to double crochet 3. So 1, 2, and 3. Then you're going to half double crochet into that same chain space. Now you're going to go into the next chain space, half double crochet 3, 2, 3, and then you're going to half double crochet, and then you are done with your rose. So I know it doesn't look like a rose, but I'll show you how to sew it together so that it does. But now what you're going to do is you're going to cut your yarn. Now I recommend leaving a pretty long tail so that you can sew your rows together. So just yarn over, pull through to tie off. And now you can see that we have a very curly rose-ish thing. So what you're going to do is where you just tied off, that's going to be the center, and then where your original tail is, that's going to be the outer edge. So I'm just going to tie off this. You can tie it off however you want, but you just don't want this tail. So I'm just going to knot it and snip it. You can do that however you want, but that's just how I'm going to do it. Now what you're going to do is you're going to grab your darning needle and put it onto your, put the yarn into the darning needle. Now one of my recommendations, and this is just a random tip that I use because I've been crocheting for about 7 years. What I like to do is I like to put the yarn, hold the yarn like this, and then I push the darning needle onto my nail. So push the darning needle onto my nail and then just grab onto that. That's like the super easy way to get the yarn onto your darning needle. So hold the yarn like this, push it onto your thumb or whatever, yeah, thumb, and then you're just going to grab the yarn from off of your thumb. And there you go. Okay, so now what I'm going to show you how to do is starting from the middle, how to wrap it around. So what I like to do is I like to take the very middle, the very last one, and I like to put this corner right here into the hole, like that. And then I pull this strand down to the very bottom. Then I just start wrapping around, going out. And you can wrap how tight or loosely you want to. I like to do whatever seems about comfortable or normal. So that is what I am getting for my rose. I absolutely love this look of the rose. So what I'm going to do now is I'm going to pinch it or just hold on to it, flip my rose to the back side, and what I'm going to do is I'm going to take my darning needle and go under this very back last petal, and then I'm going to just go down, and you can kind of see where there's these holes where we did all the stitches to make our petal. You're going to go down into that one that's right there, and then you're going to go to the other side. So you're just going to go straight across and then pull through, and you're going to want to tighten pretty good without breaking your yarn. And then you're going to want to look at it, just make sure this is how you like it. Now what I'm going to do is I'm going to flip it back. So we just went horizontally. Now we're going to go vertically. So you're going to go into the kind of the hole where you did all the stitches to make this petal. And then you're going to go down and through. And you're just going to kind of want to wiggle it through to the bottom. Pull that. And now you have your rose. You can keep doing this however many times you want, but I normally call this pretty good. I might just... So then what I normally would do is I would just go back into this tail and then go over to this side like we originally did. So we went horizontally, vertically, and now I'm just going kind of at an angle. Pull that through, tighten. And now what I'm going to do is, you can see that this back, loop, or this back petal, is kind of floppy. So what I like to do is I take the corner edge of it, and then I just attach it to the edge of this petal, like that. So that it kind of just will stay up and not start to fall back. So that's how you make a rose. Now what I'm going to do is I'm going to have you make the exact same thing using your light purple color and your 3.5mm crochet hook, and then I'll meet you back once you're done with that, and then I'll show you how to sew these two together and sew the leaf onto it. Now one thing is, if you want to, I've made quite a few rose options. So I did this, I did just one single one that's like this. Here, I'll make a little line up. I did this, so 1, 2, and then I did also one that was 3 roses. And so if you wanted to do the 3 roses, I would just do another dark one and then one light one, and then just make 2 leaves, which was in my last video, how to make the leaves. So you can do whatever you want for the elephant or for your rose is that you're going to use, however you want to do that. But anyway, I'm going to do a light purple smaller rose, and then I'll meet you back once I'm done with that. All right, so I just made the smaller purple rose, and now what I'm going to do is I'm going to show you how to sew these two together, and then how to put the leaf on the back. So first I have my darning needle, my light colored purple threaded on my darning needle, and so now what I'm going to do is I'm going to kind of, so here's the last petal that kind of wants to, that's just the last petal, and then here's the last petal, and I like to put these two together, not like outside. So I like to kind of put these two together, and I feel like they're a little less noticeable when you do that. So what I like to do is I hold this now, and then I flip it to the back. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to show you how to you're just going to start by sewing it. I like to go into a little bit of the petal, and then I like to go into the back of the light purple, like that. And then I'm going to just go into some of the dark purple, and then some of the middle of the light purple. It's not really an exact science, it's just how I do this. Then what I do is I like to just go under this back petal, and then I'm going to go under this edge of this petal, like that. And then you can kind of just play around with it, see how secure it is, how secure you like it. I feel like this is pretty good. I'm just going to go back up this way a little bit more to finish it up, and then I'm just going to call it good. So I'm just going to go under, I think here, and go about there. It's really not precise, it's just, this is how I do it. And now I'm going to go under here and right through there. Okay, so I like to go to the, whoops, I'm not going to go there. I'm going to go back through there. Okay, I like to go to the side. So this is the light purple. I'm going to go to the light purple side. And then I'm going to grab this dark purple. And then I'm going to go to the dark purple side. So right over to here. Like that. And now what I'm going to do is I'm going to leave my two tails here. Now what you want to make sure is that the dark purple rose is on the left side and the light purple is on the right side. So that's how this will look. So I'm going to leave the tails like this, and now I'm going to grab my green leaf and I'm just going to sew in the tails super quick. You can do this however you like, but I'm just going to go through down to the bottom like this, and so this is going to be my bottom. You can see it's not just as nice looking, and then this is my top, and I'm just going to do a knot here at the bottom. I tend to love to do my my tying in and weaving in the ends as a knot. I just feel like it makes it more secure and it's a little easier. So that is that. Now I'm going to just snip the yarn. Okay, what I'm going to do is I'm going to flip it now to the back side. I'm going to take the dark purple or light purple, thread it on my darning needle, flip the leaf to the back, and what you're going to do is you're going to count, let's see, 1, 2, 3, 4 or 5 stitches up, however much you want the leaf showing. So I'm going to do, I think I'm going to do 4 stitches up, and I'm just going to insert through the top 2 loops, and then I'm going to take my light purple and I'm going to go into the, let's see, 1, 2, 3rd. I'm going to go into the third stitch up. So I want the dark purple to be the 4th and the light to be the 3rd. Or if you did 5th, then I would do 4th of the light, just because the dark purple, it just tends to be more even, otherwise it tends to be a little crooked. So that's what I'm going to do. And then I just like to knot mine in the back, but you can do this however you want, or you could like stitch it back and forth. I'm just going to knot mine with a couple of knots. Look at it in the front, it looks good. Finish my knot, and I'm just going to do one more knot just to make sure it's secure. There we go. And then I just like to, I just like to snip my yarn, and there you have it, a super quick and simple little rosette, or whatever you want to call it. I hope you enjoyed this video, and so yeah. Thank you so much for making these super quick and simple little roses along with me. I hope you enjoy it. If you did, please give this video a like and subscribe to my YouTube channel, as that is what really helps me to make more videos. And don't forget to hit the notification bell so you'll be notified when all my new videos go live. I make a new video on Fridays and I'd love to see you there. Also, don't forget that the elephant pattern will be coming out very soon. And so thank you so much for watching.